Alrighty, everybody. We are turning on pumps. We just turned on the pump out back behind the house. We're on our way to Flanders and then Lincoln's. And Abigail is with Dad today. She's on spring break. So, I think tomorrow, and I know I've said this a lot if you guys have been watching, so you're probably sick of hearing it, but tomorrow's probably our last day. Like, for real this time. We're making commercial grade syrup officially. See what happens. Tomorrow night is supposed to be the last night it freezes for over a week. So, we're done. So, what? Yep. Oh, I'm right this time? Finally? So, there's a 95% chance that the season's done, guys. Alright. So, we'll get to Flanders and get this all set up, and then Lincoln's, and we'll be checking them. Did you say that you're upset maple season's done? Yeah, me too. It's not been a good one. But we did what we could do. That was in our control. Alrighty, we're all set up. We're not doing too much dilly-dallying this morning because we gotta work, so. What do you think, Abigail? Did it look good?
Uh-huh.
Is there any squirrel chews out there?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, I like it. Because when I came to shut that off last night, the vacuum didn't look so hot, but this is a location I'm probably going to buy a sap spy for next season. So I've been kind of trying to get one every year, but as poor as this season was, we need an RO worse, so might have to go another year unmonitored. So it'd be nice to have one at every location, obviously. As you guys know, that's only around 200 taps there, so it's not a make or break, but it's still an all hard maple location, so that's where I get my sugar content from. So maybe next year. Alrighty, she's froze up tight. Has to be expected with as cold as this, so. Alrighty, on with the day. See you guys back here. This will be our first stop. There's probably 200 gallons here. We'll have to see what happens. It's been shut off for every bit of a minute. Holding vacuum. Pretty much done running for the most part. I sat here and watched it for a second. So we'll shut her down, pull the pump. It's gonna freeze tonight. Then tomorrow I'll probably come out and set out the pumps, and we'll gather everything up, and it's probably it for the year. I know I've said it before, but looking at the forecast and everything and the flavor of the syrup, I do have a market for some of this commercial syrup, but I don't know how big a market, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. I'm obviously not ROing this stuff either, so if it drops percentage anymore, it's not going to be worth doing with the cost of diesel and everything to run the evaporator. So, all right, guys. The more I sit here, more I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should just be done. Dom's out, everybody else is out. I did blast boil all by myself in my own sap. Talking to other producers in the area, they're boiling for the last time tonight. They're only getting a half gallon to a quarter gallon per tap. But I got the proof in the pudding over here. You guys know there's 200 taps here. That is over 200 gallons right now, and it's still pumping. Check valve spiles, guys. I'm telling you. Sanitation, there it goes. I just heard the pump get quiet. So we're going to go over here and do this. Kind of thinking I'm going to be done. I'll talk about it more at the next spot, I guess. Alright, so what I was saying before the pump started to be done there. It's supposed to freeze tonight. And then it's not going to freeze for about 4 or 5 days. So I know the season's going to be over after tonight. So I'm at a crossroad. Everybody else has been done, like I said there. I'm the only one doing it. It's not as fun. The syrup is commercial grade syrup. So part of me kind of wants to just, this is the last time I collect. And then just boil tomorrow and be done. Then the other part of me is like, don't limp out. We got one more run. You just pulled 225 gallons off of 200 taps. Send it. But I think just with how everything's going, the temperatures, I need to get this sap boiled. It's 8 o'clock at night. I think we're done. I boiled last time all my own stuff, and everybody's been done bringing it. So I think this is it, guys. The more I sat there looking around, thinking about it, for the extra 2, 3, 4, 600 gallons I'm going to get tomorrow. Well, no, because let's just say tomorrow at best probably 800 gallons. With 1% sap, I'm only looking at, well, I don't know. I'm not even going to throw a number out there because I can't even think about it right now. So a tote is 250. 1% is 2.5 gallons of syrup. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 gallons of syrup. I think I'm just going to call it. Instead of getting 8 gallons of commercial grade syrup for the running around back and forth and everything, I think I'm gonna pull the plug, guys. 2025 season is over. It's just not as fun to do it by yourself, and when you're making subpar syrup too, it's just not worth it to me. I keep rambling on because I'm trying to convince myself I want to be done. But I think it's time. I think it's time. Oh, don't hit a deer. Stay there. Good job. So, alright. Let's go unload this. We'll go to Flanders, pick that up, and that'll be it for the year. What I will do, alright, I'm going to make a compromise with myself. I'm going to turn the pump on behind the farm tomorrow. I'm going to let the pump run late tonight because it's still running and it's coming out clear. And that's what I'll do. I'll let the main farm pump run tomorrow, so that'll get me, if I'm getting a gallon per tap out there, like I did here, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's compromising. So my 200 tap spots done. I'll turn the pump on, because that's all transferring right direct. Won't have to run around. That's the plan, guys. Thanks. Good idea. Good talking. Almost forgot to record another 200, guys. See, you're moving right there. There we go, right there. So the sump pump, I can't quite get all of it out. So there's a little bit draining out right there, but not too bad. So that's it. Like I said, turn on the pump behind the house tomorrow, and that's it. But there's like as you guys know, about 180 to 200 taps here. 200 gallons, another gallon per tap this late in the season. Everybody else is like half a gallon. So Sanitation, keeping stuff clean, check valve spiles, all pays off. Attention in the details. Alright, let's get home, get this emptied, and we're gonna call it a night. Last time of the year. So, be able to pull the tank out of the back of the truck now, get everything all cleaned up, turn the pump on out back tomorrow. Obviously be automatically pumped up into here. Take a look at how many gallons we got today. Should be over 1,000 gallons, so not too bad. Been getting a gallon per tap, you know, so can't ask for much more than that. Definitely lack of sleep is catching up with me, that is for sure. So makes it easier to be done. These lights that we put out here have been game changing. We used to have to do all this in the dark. See my shadow. So put this topper on. It's no windows in hopes of keeping this cooler, keeping it out of the sun. Everybody says I'm taking it a little too far, but I disagree. I think the topper probably would have made it potentially warmer if I had windows on it and stuff, because it'd act like kind of like a greenhouse, I think. But having it fully solid and fiberglass, I think it's going to keep it cooler. I really do. I think I'm going to try putting a thermometer in there and keep tabs on it just to see. But logically, if it's out of the sun and everything, and this is white, not black or anything, should be in the back of the truck, fully closed in. You can see no glass. So, trying to think of every little detail. Might be overthinking it like I usually do, but it's kind of the direction I'm heading anyway.